the good part.
And welcome to the NBA Cup semifinals. This is a huge game. The winner tonight will represent the West in the final. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Ali LaForce joining us from the floor. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at Oklahoma City, things stacking up nicely for them so far. #1 in their conference and looking formidable. And of course for the Spurs, 6.5 games back.
Looking at Oklahoma City, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
Now the starting group for San Antonio. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. At the forward slots, it's Vassell and Barnes. And it's Wembanyama in at center, filling out the middle. And for Oklahoma City, SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. In at forward, it's Dort and Williams. And it's Holmgren in at the center position. And we're here in the Western Conference semifinals of the NBA Cup. The excitement has been building to this do-or-die moment.
Yeah, even though this game counts toward their regular season records, they're not thinking about that. Each team just wants to get to the championship and show that they are the best in the West.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander, a steady offensive force, averaging around 32.5 a game. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Fox, that's good.
He is a rare one who's more comfortable inside. Fox, look, his game is about attacking, getting in close, not necessarily making a ton of threes.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Wemby came up, and Coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course. Don't change yours. If they can stand up to this tall task, they might just curb Wemby's advantage out there. Back to you, Ryan.
Okay, thanks, Ali. San Antonio with the ball. Following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Fox for 3. Dort grabs the miss. RJ San Antonio seen a surge in popularity. Spurs jerseys seem to be everywhere these days.
Yeah, they call that the Wemby effect. When a team has a generational talent like Victor, a lot of new fans come on board.
It doesn't matter what the defense does inside. Gilgeous-Alexander was determined to get through.
Fox the pass to Wembanyama. San Antonio moving the ball around. Castle outside. Shot clock at 6. And he jams it home with authority.
How about Castle? He'll take any chance he gets to finish with power.
There's 1:59 left in the first. Wallace outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort left side. Puts up a 3. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Outside Barnes. Fox outside. Pass to Castle. Clock at 6. Vassell can't get it to go.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Wallace outside. It's Dort on the wing. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the night here. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Harper. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. All right, time to check out a handful of point guards who, over the last 10 games, have been lighting it up from deep. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on top.
It's amazing. I mean, the three-point shot is so invaluable nowadays. It really helps to have a point guard, though, who can bury triples at a high clip.
And that's what makes him such a tough matchup. You can't leave him alone on the perimeter, not for a second.
First free throw is good. A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Williams. Wiggins comes in for Dort. Joe's checked in for Wallace. And Mitchell's subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And good on the second, so he makes them both. So it's Oklahoma City now. 43 seconds left to play in the first. Holmgren outside. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
.30 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Harper. Last game for him, he picked up 13. Pass to Johnson. The three is up. Some solid defense from Williams.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
And so it's Oklahoma City up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back. You're watching the NBA Cup semifinal on 2K Sports. 1 quarter in the books. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Inside at the 4 and the 5, it's Sohan and Wemby. Then there's Harper. Then it's Keldon Johnson. And it's Champagnie at the 2. And it's Holmgren missing. Spurs trail by 8. Here's Harper. Pass to Champagnie. Here's Harper from outside the arc. First shot won't go. Williams looking around. Down low. Here's Holmgren. Five to shoot. Back to Williams. From deep, Mitchell. He drops it from range.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. So for Oklahoma City, Jalen Williams comes in for Williams, and it's Wallace in for Joe. De'Aaron Fox is checked in for San Antonio. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Wembanyama. Pass to Johnson. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3. It's NBA Cup semifinal night. A great doubleheader on a neutral floor. Does this remind you of the college national semifinal night at all?
You know, B.A., it does. A big-time event that brings out the stars. A high level of play. And for me, the key to this game is simple. You can adapt to this different setting first.
Now here's Sohan. Shoots over Wiggins. The shot by Sohan, no good. Wallace with it. He had 9 points in his last time out. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Wiggins. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. San Antonio with a rebound. Coming into this, having notched to win against the Lakers in their last game.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
Yeah, the dunk by Wemby might be the most effortless dunk you'll see.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. So for Oklahoma City, Williams has checked in for Holmgren, and Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Cornette's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Barnes comes in for Sohan. Devin Vassell, he's checked in for Johnson. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Harper.
Wow! Pretty much an unbelievable slam there, B.A.
And you got that right. Spurs trail by 9. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Thunder are a powerhouse without possessing a bunch of big-name stars. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said the front office does a good job of picking players to be a part of the organization, and Coach Mark Daigneault said our job as a team is for the whole to be better than the sum of the parts. Yeah?
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Now, here's Williams. No points so far. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
The Spurs have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Fox, the pass to Barnes. SGA comes with a double team. And here's Vassell from the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Lou Dort comes in for Wiggins. And San Antonio also making a switch. Olynyk's checked in. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Williams passes to Wallace. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Spurs trail by 11. Pass to Barnes. Now Fox. Puts up a deep 3. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And that concludes the first half. Oklahoma City ahead, up 11. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings.
You know, right now for the Thunder, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Spurs.
I'm not going to say this game is monumentous, but I will say it's BWT. And for those who aren't familiar with BWT, that stands for better win tonight. Win or go home. Nobody wants to be set packing. I'm telling you, this is big. This is big.
Kenny, I think you're starting to adopt Shaq's propensity for Shaq creation of Shaqronyms. You see what you did there? You can use that one too, big fella. Monumentous.
I like that.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we welcome you once again for the second half of play here at the NBA Cup semifinals. Thunder leading by 11. SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. Inside, we got Williams and Holmgren, and it's Dort in at the 3. That's the group from Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Now here's Dort, pass to Holmgren, beyond the arc. Barnes with the rebound.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
One of the skilled slow-down finishers. That's Harrison Barnes.
Oh, you've seen it out on the break, full speed, then suddenly that half-speed deceleration layup. That's a signature play from HB. The defense flies by, and he usually banks one in.
Nails it from 3.
Always ready and willing to fire Vassell from the corner.
Inside, Williams. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. SGA's got 3 assists in the game. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Vassell outside. Six on the shot clock. Launches a 3. That one is off. Oklahoma City leading by 10. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Fox. The open shot by SGA. Cash money on the open jump shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a 10-point game. And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Better time to look at the team scoring the most points off turnovers. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Number 1, the Thunder.
It's one thing to cause turnovers, but the key is turning those takeaways into points. And this team is the best in the league at doing that.
Outside for Wembanyama, just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Holmgren. Rejected by Holmgren.
Yeah, premier shot blocker. Holmgren may be slight of frame, but he's never running from the fray.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
And the Thunder making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. Thunder leading by 10. Just under 2.5 minutes into this 3rd quarter now. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
And here's Fox. A solid offensive force, averaging 24 points a game. 1:24 left in the 3rd quarter. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for San Antonio. Sohan's checked in for Barnes. Keldon Johnson comes in for Vassell. And it's Harper in for Castle. 1:22 left in the 3rd quarter. The kick out to Johnson. From outside, off the mark. The Thunder have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this 3rd quarter. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, Well, Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his aptitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it. And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball." Back to you guys.
He's taken over. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Here's Harper after the basket by Oklahoma City. Fox outside. Here's Wembanyama. No good off the glass.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Williams.
And that's the thing about Williams. He puts pressure on the defense from every spot on the floor.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. The free throw drops for Williams. And that's good as he hits both shots.
And when you talk about do-it-all kind of players, Jalen Williams quickly jumps to mind. And the scary thing is, he's only going to keep getting better.
Outside Johnson. The putback. Can't get the putback. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
Here we are, fourth period Cup semifinal. One team goes to the championship round. The other will have to wait until next season for another shot at the NBA Cup. All right, on the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Inside at the 4, the 5, it's Sohan and Wemby. Then there's Johnson, then there's Harper, and it's Champagnie at the 2 guard. Well, when you think about how the game has evolved in recent years, RJ, the role of the big man might have changed the most.
Who knew threes and assists would become a key stat for 7-footers? But I will say, size helps. You cannot teach tall.
So it's Oklahoma City now. The Spurs making their last shot. Williams from long range. Rebounded by Johnson. Spurs trail by 12. Pass to Harper, to the paint. And stolen by Williams. Wallace outside. And here's Wiggins. Outside, Williams. There's a screen. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Wembanyama. Here's Harper. Clock at 6. Great awareness to beat the clock.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Here's Mitchell. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. For the Thunder, Chet Holmgren. He's checked in for Williams. Dort comes in for Wiggins. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Sohan. Devin Vassell comes in for Johnson. Castle's checked in for Champagnie. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Harper. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, "You're just chucking up the first 3 you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work." Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Wembanyama rips down the board.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Fox. Ooh, nice work inside by Fox.
And by maximizing their potential on every scoring opportunity, they've somehow, some way made this a thrilling finale.
Oklahoma City leading by 6. Here's SGA. Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync. Outside Fox. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. And the 3 misses.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Alexander. SGA, what a finish.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Timeout called, Mitch Johnson. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Here's Castle. There's 47. What a move! Wembanyama!
And part of what makes Wembanyama so dangerous, a big guy who can push the pace.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Now here's SGA. And that's an intentional foul.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander double team. Here's the pass to Williams. SGA against Fox. Williams outside. Bucket! Straight in!
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Trailing by 8.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
Barnes. Misses the 3. Oklahoma City winning this one. And this secures their spot in the NBA Cup Tournament Finals. What a season they have had so far.
And bravo to both teams for making it this far into the tournament. But only one team can be the best in the West and get to play in that championship game.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce,